Good evening, everyone. Apparently, I have an overlay on. Oh, hey, look, there it is. Let's hide that. Oh, hey, look, there I am. How's it going, folks? This is Behind the Code. And tonight we're going to be working on the Indie Creator directory again. Sorry. But first, let's get everything set up and running here. Actually, we're going to show this one. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into this here. And let's see if I can make that just a touch. Is that going to go bigger if I do this? Maybe? Yeah, a touch bigger. Okay, that works. All right, so for tonight, we're going to be doing some updates here. We're going to be updating some categories. I've implemented a calendar feature on here. So let's head into that real quick. And what we're going to be doing tonight is adding categories to each specific creator. Eventually, I will learn how to English. Good evening, Dawn. Oh man, I don't know what I have going on right now. All right, so we're gonna pull up on a separate tab here. Really, mouse? Now you're gonna decide to mess up? So let's go to a separate tab, pull up the cd.org website so I can start kind of going through everybody here. We've already got a few people added. So we're going to just kind of go on down the list and both the mouse and the keyboard are going to freak out at the same time. That's awesome. And we're going to give her a category. Really, you're going to make me charge you right as the show starts when you've been working fine this whole time. What if I plug you in? Can I use you while you're plugged in? Probably. So I really don't want to have to switch to the other keyboard. It's a pain to type on. Oh, hey, look. Now it's working fine. Okay. Add that. We're not going to do a default or holiday. Let's give Donna kind of a purplish color here. Nice thing is, each person's thing will kind of stand out on the calendar that way. And actually, let's show, because I don't think I showed the calendar last time. Let's head over to the calendar here. And you can see Michaela's from this past weekend here showing up on there. And the nice thing is, when the events are created, you can add graphics and stuff, locations, all that fun stuff to it. So everything's one click. But the nice thing about doing categories is instead of having everybody show up all at once like it does on the main calendar, and I guess I should actually switch to that tab if I'm going to talk about it. So let me go over that again. You can see we got a few different ones on here already. Dawn is working on Michaela's stuff. But you can actually add in images, locations, all that to it. But the nice thing is, if I go over here to Michaela's page, when you're looking at just one specific person, it'll show only their events. So, with that, let's go back to the other tab here. And we'll bring up the authors again. We got Donna listed. We'll throw in Carl next. Now, Dawn had actually sent me a question earlier in the day. Find kind of a brownish. There we go. Go with that. Take off default holiday. Book. Author. There we go. And add the category. About people being at multiple events and doing the hey Carl, the same people being at the multiple people being at the same events. I think the best way to actually list that way that it's on. Granted, it's going to be on the main calendar multiple times, but so that it will show up, guaranteed show up on each person's. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a test here. Let's add an event. We're going to do a little test event here because I can always go back in and delete that. This is only a test. And let's throw it in for BKM, Donna, me. We'll just do all of us here. Why not? Okay, so it does want a primary category, which I think we'll leave it listed as BKM. We'll say that it's taking place at 9:15. It's going to end at 10:10. And it's for tomorrow. So we'll just publish that real quick. Now let's see if that shows up on Michaela's page at all. It does. Okay, so we could do multiples. It'll just show us the color of whoever the primary is. So I think what we should do then, let's go back to categories here. We're going to edit the general and just call it authors. Save that. So that way, you could list multiple people. Let's go back to events. Go into our test event here. We can add authors, make that the primary. Update it. And we'll do a quick refresh of this page. There we go. I think that'll work out beautifully. All right, so, oh, thank you, Facebook, for sending me the reminder that I need to go live, even though I already did. All right, so So yeah, to answer your question, Don, if you have multiple people, what I would do is just select, whoever is going to be there, so we know it's going to be Michaela and BKM. But I would also choose the author's category and just set that as your primary category. That way, people kind of know that it's multiple authors that are going to this event. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and delete this for now. You sure you want to delete? Yes. Get that madness off there. All right, back to categories. Hard part's going to be figuring out colors for each individual person. Especially as time goes on, that's going to make a mess. Let's see here. Dan Hallfield. And we're going to make his kind of this bluish green. I believe Nick was up next. Yes, he is. Hey, Facebook user, which I'm guessing is Keisha. And Carl saying, I don't have events, but I saw them Michaela's events. Yeah. I'm still going to set it up just in case you guys do go to a con of any kind. You can always throw it on there or let me know and I can throw it on there either way. Man, I wish I could do a gradient for Nyx. Just because that'd be funny. But since I can't, let's go. Let's go with that red. That looks like a good red. And boop, boop, boop. And who is up next here? We got Amanda. BKM's already in there. Amanda's, we're going to make the nice. Kind of pink. There we go. And like I said, we got BKM there. Let's add Keisha. You know what? We need a little music to go along with this here. But first, before we start the music, let's play a quick commercial for Amy Hale. Okay. And one of these days, I'm going to learn to run one of these commercials before I start a show so that I don't blow out my eardrums when I start it. But today is not that day, and tomorrow doesn't look good either. So, moving on. Who did I say was up next? Keisha. Which, Keisha, I believe you have a website too. I need to get that from you at some point. And Keisha, we're going to do a nice. Let's see here. Deep dark purple. Flip it back over to comments, Joe, so you can see any comments that might be coming in. And got Luke Stone, which I still need to get all of his information for his page, so I can get it looking a little nicer here. Luke, we're going to go a nice bright yellow. Let's see. He does more with streams, so let's see. Okay, that'll work. I like that. Awesome. And I already got mine in there. Kelly Austin. Kelly, let's do kind of an orangish. Yeah, that'll work. And Amy. Did I add Amy Hale yet? No, I did not. Amy Hale? I'll do all the way up there in the corner. Yeah, that'll work for Amy's. Oh, I did not mean set her as default and holiday. Try that again. Take those off. There we go. All right. So we got all of our authors done, and I think everybody else. Musicians, streamers, game designers, coders. And we'll do one for the United Weather Network. Well, I don't know how much Josh does as far as events goes, but I assume they're going to be mostly streams. Which I can always change that at a later date, so that'll work. All right, So, with that, let's start working on just standard categories. Let's go artists. Oops. Save that change. Category is not changed. Okay, add new. Thank you. Don't know why I didn't just go to add new before, but whatever. Let's see, artists. And kind of a darker green for artists. What do we got for art for categories? Ooh, that'll work. And musicians. Hmm. Let's see. Let's show the category icons here. What could we do for a musician? Oh, one thing I never started. Let's start some music so that we don't have all the out what I want to put in for an icon. Hard to believe they have all these different icons and nothing to do with music. Carl. Yeah, that is the bad part about marketing. People may actually come up and talk to you. So let's go with this one here, the meh eyes rolling, because, well, microphone. Microphone works. Make sure there's nothing else that might be a little better first. Oh, I wonder if they have anything under sound. Shield, shopping, sign-in, skull and crossbones. I should do that for mine. LMN. Nothing for sound. Okay, so looks like microphone is going to be the one we go with here. one. There we go. And game designers. This game designers are kind of a gray bunch, so game, anything for game? Oh, there we go. Awesome. Ooh, look, straight sevens. Maybe it'll be my lucky night and I'll hit the Powerball and I won't have to worry about anything after this, along with many other people. Coders. Not that we really go to any conventions, but put it on there anyway. Let's go. Let's go with that. There were some good ones towards the bottom here, I thought. Had to do with code. See why Nick likes this song. There we go. We'll just go with it. Ooh, file code, laptop code, QR code. Let's go with the laptop code. And we're already halfway through the show because my watch just told me it is 8:30 and time for bed. Which would normally be the case, but tonight's a special night. Streamers. Kind of like that color. What did I do for that one? Laptop code. You know what? We're going to do the other microphone for the streamers. And then we got shorten this one to weather watchers. Okay, nothing shows up under weather. Oops. Storm? Oh. So the only thing they have under storm is poo storm. Oh, good Lord. Back to showing the full list of various things. Because I am not listing that. Oh. Let's go cloud, sun, rain. That works. That's better. Oh, even got Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. Who the hell came up with these? Good Lord. And we're going to say it's a nice, bright, sunny day, so we'll just make them a nice, bright yellow. Okay. Wow. Oh, the things you learn. Alright, so Dawn, feel free to do what you do. Some of the other folks that I know go to events more often, I'll be reaching out to so I can set them up an account similar to Dawn's, so that way they can come in and add their events as they wish. Oh, lightning. I didn't think about that. Let's see. Is there one for lightning? Nope. Highlighter, light bulb, and traffic light. Still, Pooh Storm. That one just kills me. I'm gonna be stuck on that one for the rest of the night, folks. Just FYI. It's Monday. It's not Friday. This is not the green room. But Pooh Storm? Really? That's... I type in storm and that's what comes up. That's just phenomenal. So one of the other things I've been working on, made changes, maybe I saved. What changes did I make? Oh, probably when I typed in lightning up there. That's fine. Pages. So one of the other things I've been working on is setting up for the Madness Comic Network. They're our newest group that have joined in. So we've already got their live streams. We got the CromCon and Madness Replay, Omen Revelations podcast on here. So we need to go over to their YouTube channel. But first, alright, first we're going to stop here and say hello to all the folks in my chat. And then we'll move on. Let's see here. Let's go over to their playlists. And whoa, that's not what I wanted. I want playlists, not the video. All playlists. There we go. Oh, exit. Stop it. View full playlist. Haha. So, first thing we do is we grab the playlist code out of the address bar. And then we're going to go to ndcd.org/wp-admin so I can come into the YouTube feed generator. And we're going to start sharing this tab here. So the YouTube, this is made by Smashballoon. It's a plugin for WordPress that allows you to go through and be able to pull the videos and stuff straight from YouTube. Really. To Mac mode. There we go. So that we can go through and create a customized feed that will then show up on here. And we're going to name this Madness Late Night Replay YouTube playlist. Save. The nice thing is, once that's saved, we can come back here to all feeds. There it is. It's got our little short code, so we can copy that. Come back over here. Let's create a new heading. Madness Late Night Replay. CCP, which I'm not sure what that actually stands for, but that's okay. And we're going to do short code. Throw that short code in there, and we can update. Now, if we actually preview his page, see the live streams. We got CromCon, Madness Replay, Omens Revelations, and now we got Madness Late Night Replay. Awesome. This one I may have to do off camera just because it's going to take a while. The Madness Madness Comic Network has a ton of shows. So this is going to actually take quite a while to really get set up and going, but that is okay. We aim to please. Madness Replay. We're going to share this tab real quick. So up here in the address bar, we have this lovely little code that's at the end of the URL. That's what we're actually copying to come in here to the feeds. Set it for playlist. Punch that in. And it automatically pulls everything, which is just absolutely beautiful. All this Madness Replays, ORP, YouTube playlist. I guess I really don't need to add the YouTube part because it's on the YouTube feed section, but let's go back here. And there's the YouTube PL. Copy that. New heading. Madness. Madness Late Night, or is that just Madness Replay? Madness Replay. ORP. Oops. ORP. Now we can go down there, do short code, paste that in, update it. And folks, I always recommend updating as you make changes, especially changes like this. Just because you don't want to go through a whole bunch of work and then have something, error out. So, go over to comments here for just a minute. So Carl says, that's cool, Joe. Much easier than doing all the HTML back in the day. That would take forever. Yes, it would. And I've actually, before I started using this, when I was starting to put people's streams and stuff on their pages, I actually had to go in and view the source code for their YouTube page and track down their channel ID in the source code, which had slightly differed from the actual channel ID that you see in the address bar, and it was a pain to find it in there. Ron says it's nice that someone has streamlined it for builders. It looks like something I could almost do. They really did streamline it, and they actually have some pretty decent documentation on it too. They actually have, let me see if I can pull up just their site real quick. Smashballoon.com. Yeah. So Smashballoon.com, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. They're not promoting, my work or anything, but they've actually set it up where you can do Instagram feeds, Facebook feeds, Twitter feeds, YouTube feeds, all this stuff. It is a yearly subscription, which I think since most everybody I deal with uses primarily Facebook and YouTube, I will probably just do those two next year. I went all out this year and did the all access bundle just to make sure everything was covered, but I think next year it's just going to be Facebook and YouTube. So, and then if they have stuff on other services, I can always try and figure out a way to do that later on, but let's go back over here. And so we got the replays ORP in there. Let's get ready to add a new one. And copy. This is going to be for Fellowship D20. Playlist. Default. This one is just listed as Fellowship D20. So put in here is Madness Fellowship D20 to playlist, save, go back. Heading Fellowship D20 code paste. So, yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to be working on for the foreseeable future, because good Lord, Pops Van Zant was right. They have a ton of different shows on there. He did send me a list of all the different times and everything that people are on, which I am debating on doing all their stuff on the calendar. Really debating. He said not to worry about it, but I also kind of think it'd be neat to have all the different various streams on the calendar. That way, those of us that are wanting to start up new streams, we can kind of see what the busier days are, busier time frames, to try and get our share of the views and stuff. But let's yeah, I see what you mean, Carl. This is driving me nuts. I could play this on loop. Yeah, I need to get a hold of Mr. Hollifield and see if I can get some of his. See if he'll allow me, after I purchase some of his music, to play it on here, because I do like playing instrumentals. And then that way, we got a little bit of different music going. No, please, no. Yeah, I actually, when I did my intro for this show and also for the ad, I had to go through and figure out where the cutoff was after the first initial beeps, because that whole thing is actually 35 seconds long, I think, and it goes through the entire range that you used to hear when dialing in. So yeah, and I also tried to make sure that it was toned down a little bit, and make it to where it didn't blow out eardrums. Carl says the trouble with the music is that a viewer like myself will hear that song 10 times a day. Yeah. Yeah, especially the built-in StreamYard music. There's really not a whole heck of a lot, to be honest. But I think I'll talk to Dan this week and see about using some of his just as background noise. Because I know you guys don't want to hear me, muttering to myself half the time. But with that, we're about 50 minutes in. Let's go ahead and run a quick ad. And actually, for one of the Rising Tide members, Mike Jimmy, his Life on Korra Kickstarter launched today. So let's go ahead and play his ad real quick. All right. So, unless anybody has any questions or anything, I think I'm going to get ready to sign off for the evening. Uh, Probably will not be doing one of these next week. I do have a meeting. Uh, I'm on a political committee that meets once a month, and those meetings sometimes last all of 20 minutes, and sometimes they last 2 hours for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Um, but at any rate, I can't guarantee I'll be here. So, next one will be in February. Uh, I will have the links thrown up on Facebook here shortly. Get all those created and get it added onto the Independent Creator Directory calendar. So, Dawn, have a great night. You too, Carl, have a great night. No problem answering your questions, Dawn. I'm always happy to try and answer those for you. Um, as you can see, I mean, you've played with the back end of WordPress now a little bit with giving you access to the calendar and stuff. I mean, it really does make things so much simpler than the old days. Carl knows, and even I know. I mean, I taught myself HTML, JavaScript, uh, dabbled in CSS, which just drove me absolutely up a wall. But um, things like this make doing websites just so much easier than having to try and hand code every little bitty thing. So, with that, you all have a great night, and we will see you again next, well, not next week, but in 2 weeks.